extra work, why was Game Freak not using the future-proofing that they crammed? And then, a lot of people had this argument, and I really hated seeing this, so I had to make a point about it. A lot of people had an argument, but the Switch has such a small amount of data limitation. Do you guys know how much data over 800 Pokemon would take up if they all had HD textures? That wouldn't fit in a Switch cartridge. I'm sorry, but if it takes over 32 gigabytes of data for HD...
Because I think by the time Sword and Shield come out, I think the
64 gig cartridges were in development, but...
No, I think by the time the game comes
out...
No,
but it's not like...
I see your point.
No, I have a very... I'm sorry, but I have to say it. If you people think that HD textures would consume over 32 gigabytes of data, I'm sorry, but those textures are not optimized. I'm not saying a high-resolution texture doesn't eat up a good chunk of data, but it shouldn't be 32.
Okay, now I'm going to do another obnoxious spirit, and then after this, probably give it back to you.
And, like, and my other take on the controversy and why it bothers me, and tons of people don't care about this, but to me, I really do feel this is something people need to think about. So, the other big part of the controversy, tons of people are like, you guys just want to transfer up your broken Pokemon and never touch the new ones. Just use the new Pokemon or play the old games. What does it matter that you can't send every Pokemon? Why would you want to if you're not going to use like 90% of what you transfer? First off, not everyone transfers all 800 Pokemon. So, fuck you on that. And second off, to some people, like, a guy, and this is a really good example of ridiculous sentimental value. A guy told the story. His friend, like, died of cancer or something. It might have not been cancer. His friend died. At the very least, his friend died. He took all of his friend's Pokemon and was transferring them up to remember the guy who died. And to him, it's not about the competitive usefulness. It's about the sentimental value of a guy who died. And a lot of people might say, you know, what does it matter? But some people have ridiculous sentimental attachments to things that go beyond, oh, but it's like...
Damn it, I hate the spirit battle.
It's, you know... To you, it might be just another random Pokemon, but to this guy, it's a Pokemon of someone who died.
This battle can be one of the most annoying spirit battles. That's why I'm absolutely cheesing it with a spirit you get late game that's poison heal.
Mm-hmm. And even using it, it's...
God damn it. That results in that doing, like, no damage.
But that's, like, my short point, that sometimes the sentimental value, and a lot of people also forget about this, and it's just like another point where, first of all, where if you're just transferring Pokemon you like...
Oh, come on. Yeah!
If you're just transferring...
Wait. What? What? They died! Okay, whatever. Okay, no, first, seriously, I know you were trying to make a point, but roll the footage back there. It did the zoom in and You heard the game say victory, right? It did the zoom in like I fucking killed them, and I swear the game started.
Auto life.
They don't have auto life.
Sure they do.
No, they don't. Like, seriously, roll the fucking footage back there. I want to know what happened.
The other point I was trying to make, first off, a lot of people just have random miscellaneous favorites that maybe they want to transfer, where...
Maybe you're a meme lord and you like using Love Disc competitively. Okay,
No,
you can play the thing now.
Not even the competitive point. Now I'm back in control. No, like, let's just say, hypothetically, they don't bring Chandelure back. Chandelure was UU. It's not OU, but let's say they don't bring Chandelure back. Chandelure can be really good.
Like I said, you're like, you could just like using something for like the sake of a meme or whatever.
Who says I want to transfer 800 Pokemon? What if I wanted to transfer 10
The way like I feel about the I can understand both sides a little, but I feel it's
the big point I was gonna.
I feel it's a wait and see, because something I've heard.
The big point I was also gonna build to. That's why I think the way I do, kind of regardless. Also, might.
Oh yeah, funny. You scroll past the spoiler, Spirit.
Ah, Crystal. I'll make it riddles. Captain K. roll. It's not Bowser Jr. Never!
Let it go.
Never! Actually.
That's a type, like...
One, I
you
see
would
that.
want a defensive type.
One, I see that.
Or an attacking type.
Actually, this is just a...
Sticky floor immunity.
So, the other thing, just as a quick point that a lot of...
But what I was going to say was the Polygon, I feel I can understand both sides to a degree now, not being someone who's, like, worked with 3D models, I'm not going to speak on this, but I've heard some people say it's not, like, as simple as because for anyone that remembers, in the data of the Sun and Moon, they found, like, people basically found data for every, like he brought up, every Polygon up until that point, like, model for them in HD, and it was not only HD models, it was also HD walk cycles for, like, them seeming to walk around and follow the player, including animations of them actually picking up the speed and running to match the player running. A lot of people have said, like, they were obviously, future-proofing with...
Game Freak even... Also, we can get the thing. That's actually really good.
Oh, we've broken the game now.
Yeah. Sprint. Weapon resist. Airborne. Let's see if we're... Perfect shield.
Get that so you can start moving to the weapon up. Well, the special move up.
It's a circle.
Because those...
I can get either one.
It's perfect shield, or what's the other one?
Perfect
shield, recovery, or reflect.
I'll do that. But...
Now, like I said, because I don't work with 3D models, I don't 100% know how things work, but I've heard some people say it wouldn't, just be, like, as simple as upscaling,
But the thing is...
Yes, the data with it, like, being there, it does show that they planned to use it in some capacity. What that capacity is, we're not sure, but I have heard some people say it's not as easy as to just directly, like, upscale something. Oh, that's another thing, because you were playing Lucas, and honestly, if you're going to use a magic character, you should use Shantae, because she's a higher level spirit, meaning the number is bigger. But if you're still playing Lucas, PSI up, that's the way to go.
on some of these lower ones, I'm kind of... having...
There's like one, like, you're closer to their number if you want a PSI up.
It's basically...
Neil,
yes, it isn't as easy, and I get that.
And that's why was the Polygon to, like, really be angry at it or not, I'm going to have to wait and, like, see, basically...
The big thing is that people who hacked Let's Go, it's the same 3DS models, because the poly count...
Is it even the same 3DS models for when they're walking around in the overworld? Because the battle, I could understand that to some capacity.
Why am I slow?
Movement speed down.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, that's the thing, there... If it...
Oh, damn it.
Well, because you're slow and because Diddy jumps around a lot.
Hat.
I was going to say that or use PK3.
Basically, people hacking it is more or less the unused 3DS.
Because, like, the thing with... The two things with...
We can also stop recording soon, I just wanted to...
The two things with Sword and Shield, which are what, like, really... The two things with Sword and Shield, which I feel as we get more information on these are going to be the two to really, like, make or break. And I feel these are 2 points people, like, are kind of neglecting, because I will be honest, some of, like... I will be honest that some of the people complaining about the National Index being gone does kind of come off as people just want essentially like
lower number.
Some of it does kind of just come off as people just want their like broke shit and OU, because I will always stand by, and basically any competitive game, when people say they want balance, they don't really want balance, they want the overpowered shit. But, like, besides...
God damn it.
And that's why you assist killer. Also, you know, in a mission like this, someone like Lucas might not inherently be the best. Because of Lucas' kind of recovery.
Yeah. I'm also at a lower number.
Well, his fight isn't the highest number. But anyway, like I said, well, some of it does come off that way, some of... Yeah, I can understand, because the, like, statements about rebalancing the game, we don't know if that means it's, like, basically take out everything that's overpowered, or take out everything that's not overpowered, and rebalance it in the sense of now only the broke shit exists. But what I was going to say, one of the things that people, I feel, don't acknowledge enough, and like I said, as more information on the game comes out, we'll have to see how these two go. Besides the balance statement, the two things are that, like, they wanted to have basically higher quality, like, animations was the Polygon, and we have the other thing of apparently the Dynamax isn't just the model just blown up in size. What the Dynamax does, it apparently does actually change the model slightly, giving everything a unique...
Could have put a assist killer on, but...
Giving, like, everything more... a slightly more unique model. So, if they actually do have, basically, semi-custom animations for, like, attack animations for every Polygon, then I will actually understand them cutting it a lot more. Like, cause, like, an example, in the tree house, you also might want to maybe put HP on.
Ah, damn it! I kinda wanna see something.
What?
It's just...
I feel like there was a...
Not like... These two... I just want to.
These two are two of the biggest numbers, but
No,
honestly,
it's the Bane of Light and the Bane of Darkness.
Yeah.
No, I just want to see.
No, those numbers combined with those are supposed to make these two stupid overpowered, but honestly I feel because you don't get a lot of... You don't get secondary effects, I honestly don't feel they're that good.
I just want to... Yeah.
Like, I mean, because you do have a high number, like, you are surviving longer, and, like, you are doing a lot of damage, because DK Wiz, those numbers are kind of absurd, but, like, because of your pure raw numbers... Like, because of the pure raw numbers that they're using...
It's a good example of... Like, I wanted to see what the... Because...
it makes you kind of all around better, because it's just big defense, big damage, and essentially double damage against spirits of certain types. But I feel you can, like, single, essentially, focus... Like, you could make a single area infinitely better.
And do this crap.
Yes. Like I said, you make, like, a single area basically infinitely better.
Damn it!
Well, you are a very big boy.
Damn it! Oh, come on!
I think Sonic is so short, you actually can't hit him with your clap.
Oh! Ah! Can't even hold points because it's a low level.
It would be better to use his, like, up tilt. DK smash attacks are too slow. Now, jump in.
Yeah.
It's Sonic's Final Smash, you'll be okay. See? Final Smash is garbage.
Yes! Up tilt. Okay. That's a low numbered one, but it's just the assist makes that a little bit...
Assist, okay. But
back to a quick...
You know, like, as far as the Polycon, I feel like two aspects when the game comes out, or like a demo or something comes out and people data mine it will really see on this, but the two things which are apparently the reason for... Like, the two things which are apparently the reason for the game, you know, having that dex restriction...
this is a close number.
Every Pokemon in the Galar Dex can Dynamax, and apparently every Dynamax model, supposedly, will be slightly unique and will have a small change. They won't be a big change, but it will be a change which makes it a unique model, so they're not just increasing the size of the already existing models. And then, as I said, you have the other thing, is that the attack animations are apparently going to be more unique and also more elaborate. Like, I think if
they say, as the demo shows, none of that.
Well, one, you know, demo easily could be... Well, you say that, but the E3 demo, the Pikachu does actually, like, the Pikachu model is actually closer to Pikachu's old...
Damn it! Jigglypuff's too small!
Eh.
Small girl!
Because of their size, you might want to either...
That...
I was going to say either up tilt or down beam. Anyway,
It's the
Pikachu,
we'll
like,
stop soon. I'm just...
The Dynamax Pikachu was closer to Pikachu in, like, the old games, which the funny thing is a leak that seems to be coming true actually said that, so that's interesting. And also, with the animation,
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel looking back on the controversies that surrounded Pokemon Sword and Shield? As we found out with data mining, Sword and Shield do use the HD mesh files that were hidden in the Let's Go games and those super compressed files from the 3DS games. As far as models go, most models were not really touched up or altered that much, so it really does make you wonder why they had all of these perfectly good HD models and meshes ready to go that more or less went unused. I never really got an answer to that because they never really answered that publicly, but this does make the controversies we were talking about in this video rather interesting because data mines pretty much prove that all the different data that people thought was in this game was hidden around in the game code. So I find that overall interesting. I know I'm kind of rambling, but anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links, as well as my Discord link, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.